Hey guys, it's Jaden again. When I started the channel, I didn't take any beginning progress pictures, so I took some this week, and that's me from the front, this is the side, and this will be the back. But yeah, I mean, 214 in these pictures. I've been as high as 220 like right after I started. I started at 216, but I don't know what happened. 220 was one day. Um, but the lowest I was so far has been 211.4 or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well with losing weight, pretty aggressively and consistently. There's a lot of weight to lose, so I can afford to be a little bit aggressive with it at the beginning. The energy levels are good. Here's some of the deadlifts for the week. This is 360 pounds. Doing 3 sets of 5 with the last set being an AMRAP as usual. I enjoy AMRAPing the deadlift, so it's all good. Unfortunately, this week got hit with a little bit of a roadblock. I actually got it on video, so you'll see it here in a bit. The last rep of my 280-pound squats, I actually tweaked my back, and took 30 minutes after that to kind of just lay down, mope around a little bit. But I think it's really important for injuries not to get in your head about it. Just know that it's a roadblock. You're going to feel better. But man, the first day of back tweaks always feel like the end of the world. I was literally incapacitated for like the entire day, and then felt remarkably better the next day. And I went climbing. I had an easy session where I wouldn't, take any unexpected falls. I was happy with this AMRAP deadlift too. It was 360 for I think 12. So yeah, I was really happy with that. But anyway, yeah, I think it's really important to maintain a good mindset and a hopeful mindset with injuries. Just to know it's just a roadblock and not to worry too much about it, and just learn from the mistake and try not to do it again. Yeah, because I'm a firm believer that if you tell yourself that, it's the end of the world, you're not going to get better, like, you're Googling, like, oh, will I ever lift again? Or, like, how do I know when a back sprain's bad? It's like, dude, you're not going to get better. Or if you do, it's going to take longer. So during this time of injury, I really, the first day I didn't do much because I couldn't, but the next day I was going through all of my like body weight ranges of motion, doing light stretches for the back, and I think that really helps accelerate the recovery process by kind of just forcing your body to do the things it usually does, and like forcing it to heal quicker. Obviously, don't be stupid with it and don't re-injure it, but the worst thing you can do for an injury is sit around and do nothing with it, which is what I learned about my finger too. I wasn't taking a active recovery approach with my finger. I was pushing it way too hard with climbing and ended up injuring it worse. So in this last 2.5 months, it's gotten a lot better really quickly, whereas before it was lingering and nagging for about 6 months. I think this was a 207.5 pound bench press day for 3 sets of 5, with the last one being an AMRAP. But yeah, with my finger, I am crimping a nice 63.5 pounds on the left with little to no pain for about 10 seconds, 3 sets of 10 seconds, which is a huge improvement from, when I first started rehabbing it. I was using only, 13.5 pounds and had pain there. And every time I would do that every day, I would monitor the pain. If it was a 1 out of 10 and I was able to do it, I would move up a little bit. And now I'm doing it with 63.5. So strength's coming back in the finger, not as much pain as before, and I'm really excited about that because that was the number one thing holding me back with my climbing. So yeah, looking forward to getting back to climbing hard and not worrying about an injury of the finger. It's so annoying. But squats today, or this day, were, they felt manageable. They didn't feel like they were hard, but they didn't feel like incredibly hard, like I was going to get injured. I seriously had no inkling or like nagging feelings that an injury was going to occur during my third set. So it was just really annoying. I think I'm recording this 5 or 6 days after, and I'm feeling almost 100%. I'm climbing without any worry. I'm doing bench press and overhead presses without any worry, and other like general stuff for working out. But yeah, it just goes to show you that, you know, even if you don't know you're going to get injured or have like a feeling, it can just happen out of the blue. Yeah, so on the very 5th rep of this set that we're watching, you'll just see my back kind of crinkle up about 70% of the way up through the rep. And yeah, it's kind of tough to watch, honestly. So yeah, like maybe trigger warning a little bit. But yeah, this rep right here was really bad. Yep, you can see my butt kind of go in because I felt the crack. I'm actually kind of surprised that it wasn't hearable in the video. But anyway, I spent this week having poor rest because of this problem right here. I couldn't stop thinking about it, even in my dreams. I spent 3 sessions on this, and then after the 3rd session I was so close, but had to leave because I was getting tired and couldn't do the moves well. So it kept me awake. I went the next day to try to put it to rest. Despite my better judgment, honestly, I was feeling not rested because of this, and I shouldn't have went, but I did. And this is the send right here. So I circled the starting holes in green. They're small but decently okay crimps as long as you get under them. Circled the foothold in red. There's a cluster of 4 footholds to the left, but I only used 2 of them. Then there's a jug above to get situated, with a crimp to transition to above that. And then the crux is getting from the right sloper to the left one in a way that allows you to transfer your weight to the left. And then above that left sloper there is a dual pair of crimps, and then 2 underclings above that, and then the finish hold all the way to the right. So, yeah. Sadly, too, with this footage, this guy stood in front of it like the entire time, but you can still see some of it. I'm just glad I got to send on video because I was so proud of this one. I start the problem with my knee turned right to get my weight under the crimps so I can stay on, go up left, and really try to situate my weight close to the wall so I don't slip off that sloper. Reach over to the crimp to the left, and then swap to a different grip on the sloper so I don't fall. Get the heel onto that, and really rock my way over, and I use a heel so I have more range of motion in my leg. Reach up with the right to grab the crimp, plant the left foot, reach over, get both crimps in my hands. I get the left foot up, and then swing a right foot out to that first sloper there. And this was a tough move for me too, just mentally, going up to that undercling over there. Swap feet, reach through with the left hand to grab the other undercling, and then when this guy moves out of the way to the left, you'll see that I have matched the finishing jug right there. So, yeah, that was a project that took me 4 sessions, probably 40 good attempts to do, and yeah, just goes to show that determination and finding proper beta really comes in handy. So, yeah, thanks guys.